One of the inconvenient truths about life is that you'll experience stress, and sometimes an abundance of it. And while we're all accustomed to experiencing stress, one of the worst kinds is that sudden jolt of stress you experience when you've just received very stressful news or had a particularly anxiety-provoking thought. In these situations, it's helpful to have strategies that work relatively quickly to settle your body and mind so you can get on with life. And today, we're going to look at 4 strategies to help you do just that. The first strategy I encourage you to use is to exercise. And for any adult watching this video, I suspect that at one point in life, you've had a parent or someone tell you to go for a walk if you feel stressed. And it turns out they were right. In a 2010 study, Dr. Matthew Harry and colleagues found that just 20 minutes of exercise helped to reduce most people's stress and anxiety. And 30 minutes of exercise worked even better. They also found that the stress-reducing effects of exercise tend to last for many hours afterwards. However, to get the best effect from exercise, studies show that the harder you exert physically, the greater the impact on your mental health. So a technique such as high-intensity interval training can be effective. And in case you're wondering what that is, it involves engaging in short bursts of physical exercise, followed by a short break before repeating the cycle again for a set number of times. And the other added benefit of intense exercise is that it makes it much easier to avoid engaging with your thoughts, which is important when you're highly stressed because you need to calm the body before you allow yourself to deal with thoughts. And if you're working hard exercising and it feels like you're choking on a lung, that can be an effective distraction. For my second strategy, I encourage you to spend time in nature. A 2019 study by Dr. Mary Hunter and colleagues found that spending as little as 20 minutes in nature was enough to lower cortisol levels, which is the body's main stress hormone. If you don't have quick access to nature, studies show that simply looking at certain aspects of nature, such as trees, birds, and water, can help to lower stress. However, the key ingredient for nature to work is to enjoy and connect with it. So it's critical that you commit to delaying engaging with your thoughts, at least for a short period of time. And if possible, go for a walk while focusing on nature. So this will help to amplify the stress-reducing benefits. Third, for anyone who has a dog or cat at home, I have a strategy that should make your furry friend happy and help lower your stress quickly. In a 2019 study, Dr. Patricia Pendry and colleagues found that petting a dog or cat for 10 minutes significantly reduced stress. A study even found that simply petting a dog for 3 minutes can help to increase oxytocin, which is the main love hormone in the body. So why does petting a dog or cat work so well? Well, science has uncovered all kinds of reasons. People tend to find pets calming and supportive, particularly in a crisis or when they're upset. It also helps that pets are non-judgmental and are usually great listeners. Not to mention, for anyone who's a pet owner, you've probably noticed your pet can sense when you're upset and is more likely to sit close to you. And for anyone with a child or teen, it'd be a great idea to encourage them to take some time to pet the family dog or cat. My first 2 strategies, which are exercising and spending time in nature, might be a hard sell, especially given that it can be hard to get a team moving even when they're feeling good, let alone when they're feeling stressed. For my fourth and final tip, I suggest using mindfulness. However, I'd only use it to help deal with the sudden jolts of stress if you've got prior experience using it. Trying to learn mindfulness while feeling highly stressed may actually increase feelings of stress. It can be frustrating to try to utilize a skill when you're already feeling highly overwhelmed. And for those of you who have experience with mindfulness, it can be a highly effective way to relax both the mind and the body. In a 2017 study by Dr. Mengren Zhu and colleagues, they found that just 10 minutes of mindfulness was enough to get people to stop worrying about internal thoughts and focus on being in the present moment. And more good news from this study. Short periods of mindfulness seem to work best for people who aren't naturally mindful, which is probably most of us. So if you're interested in trying mindfulness, here are 4 key steps to follow. First, your body must be in a relaxed position. It doesn't matter if you're sitting, standing, or moving, but you must be comfortable. Second, focus on taking slow, deep breaths from your stomach. Third, you need something to focus your attention on so it can act as an anchor. It could be your breathing, a picture on a wall if you're sitting, or even focusing on treetops if you're outside walking. Fourth, you want to allow thoughts to come naturally, but the goal is to not engage with or judge them in any way. Instead, you want to treat your thoughts as thought bubbles that are just floating by that you don't need to bother with for a little while. So to provide a quick recap. First, I encourage you to exercise to help you cope with a sudden jolt of stress. 20 to 30 minutes of exercise is effective, and the more intense the exercise, the better. My second strategy is to be in nature. If you don't have quick access to nature, even looking at nature can be helpful, provided you can connect to it. And whenever possible, combine being in nature and walking to amplify the benefits. Third, if you want a more sedentary strategy and you have a dog or cat, take 10 minutes to pet them. And for my fourth and final strategy, use mindfulness if you have some experience practicing it. This strategy can be beneficial as it can be used anywhere, anytime. So I hope you found these steps helpful. If you want to learn more about how to manage a sudden jolt of stress, please get in touch with us at Sullivan Associates Clinical Psychology. If you enjoyed this video, like it, share it, subscribe to the channel. Thank you for watching.